And you know, I have to say too, the mint is not like overpowering, is it? I mean, it's done in such a specialized way. Because Andrew, I know we've seen different teas disappear from you. If you can't make it perfect, you just don't do it.
If a tea supply, my white tea, the farm that I got that from in Indonesia stopped producing it. So I stopped making it. So it's not like I'm going to replace it with an inferior tea. When we run out of chamomile tea or mint tea that meets our standards, that chamomile or mint might go away for 6 months or a year until we could replace it. So it's not about making tea. It's about making the finest tea in the world that I will consume, that you'll love to consume. And that's what you read in the reviews, is that folks who weren't tea drinkers, you're like me, all of a sudden you're finding yourself, as long as the tea is special and unique and not bitter, especially when it comes to green teas as well, you'll fall in love with them. And that's our chamomile tea.
I love that.
And I'm not sure how hot that water is, because it doesn't look like it's
now I have to get that chamomile
much.
because I need all the help I can get when it comes to relaxing at night. And I mean, the combination I think sounds lovely.
Muriel does the chamomile almost every night.
Yeah, I do the chamomile mixed with the peppermint every night. Actually, I really enjoy it. And Andrew does it during the day as well. After 12 noon, usually, he swap and he goes to chamomile.
In the afternoon, I do green tea in the mornings.
Right.
And then in the afternoon, I switch to chamomile or chamomile mint or just mint.
And it's the jasmine that has a little bit of the caffeine influence, right?
Yeah, our green teas have a little bit of caffeine, low in caffeine, but that's the one on the left is the mint. But for post-meal, you know, in terms of digestion, mint or chamomile, there's nothing better than mint or chamomile after a meal. And Muriel is someone who, her taste buds, she's a chef, are as finicky as mine. And these are teas that the likes of which you won't see them in a supermarket or a discount store. Mint tea usually gets horribly unpleasant after a few minutes in a cup. You could leave that mint tea in that cup for a few days and come back here on the set in a few days, and you'll swear it's the most refreshing mint tea you've ever had. The same with the chamomile. It gets kind of soapy and weird tasting, not ours. So I think my extreme, I'm a little obsessive when it comes to the quality of the ingredients in our vitamins. I'm equally obsessive with the quality of the ingredients in our tea. And they're, of course, all organic, which when you're making tea, you want it organic because you're extracting that tea. You don't want to be extracting pesticides and herbicides and those sorts of chemicals. It needs to be organic. You
know what's so interesting? Now, there are 5 reviews, granted, but they're all perfect.
Well, but there's more. That's just on probably the blended tea or something.
Just on the blend. You're right, on the blended.
The chamomile tea, the peppermint tea. I think the first 30 or 40 reviews that came in on the peppermint tea were all perfect.
Oh yeah.
But I think all of those teas, they're rated about 4.6, 4.7 stars. They're rated 90+% perfect 5 stars.
Yeah, usually whenever you bring something to your customer, everything you bring is like the best.
Well, or I won't do it. If we can't make it the best, and Muriel knows this, if I can't make it the best, I don't want to do it. And that's why over all these years, we only have like half a dozen different teas because we want to do something that's dramatically different so you have an opportunity. Americans don't drink enough tea. If we drank more tea, we'd be healthier. If we eliminated soft drinks, with all due respect to Coke and Pepsi, if they never made another sugar-laden or artificially sweetened-laden soft drink again, America would be better for it. If all the fast food restaurants made those unavailable and instead gave us chamomile or mint tea instead, we'd be healthier for it. It's not going to happen overnight, but maybe we can make choices if there are better quality teas available so we could start to be a bit healthier in the lifestyle choices we make.
Definitely.
Yeah, and when you think about all the countries in the world who are the healthiest, they're usually tea drinker country.
Oh, no, you're correct.
All the Asian countries,
you're right?
And
Absolutely
even in the Mediterranean, that we have a green mint tea that you could find online. If you go to France and order mint tea, you're going to get mint green tea. The only way you get mint tea is if you order what's called an infusion of mint. Otherwise, you're going to be getting mint green tea.
Mint green tea, yeah, always, because it's very soothing for the stomach.
Yes, and it is. It's wonderful after a meal. So nothing more soothing in terms of a natural ingredient than having mint or mint and chamomile tea following a meal.
Absolutely. And you know what? And they're just a delicious experience, too. It really, it's so captivating. Even the smell. I mean, it's lovely before you even drink it. Yes. But speaking of great.
I'm going across here because we're going to talk about Muriel's cookbook briefly.